Hey, welcome back to Sean's GMC Garage. Thanks for stopping by again. Um, got a few different projects on the go, and hopefully in this video we'll cross another one off the list, move it to the done column. Last video I hung a piece of the exhaust and the muffler from Doug underneath Bob here, and everything looked like it lined up, so I just needed I think it's like a 30-inch piece. Amazon overnight delivery sent me a 42-inch piece, so we will see if this fits on, cut it down, put a few clamps on, and hopefully that'll do it. Make it a little quieter, hopefully not too quiet, but yeah, and then hopefully I don't have to roll around the truck or on the floor too much more. Big one after that would be probably the windshield. Got to get that figured out, tires figured out. But yeah, I'm getting excited. It's getting close to being ready. I think. I don't want to get too optimistic, but I'm happy with the way things are going. I'm doing a couple other projects, are side projects that aren't part of the inspection or road legal process, but it's quality of life stuff, but we'll keep that quiet for now. So join me under the truck, won't you?
All right, today's the day. We're gonna make this exhaust fit one way or another. I dragged that pipe across the floor, held it up where it should have been before. Looked at the gap, looked back at me, said this ain't quite factory. Got my clamps and a stubborn plan, little bit of hope and a steady hand. Lined it up but it didn't agree, so I reached for a hammer naturally. Make it fit, make it work, don't matter how it looks. A little bit of feel beats 1,000 books. Make it fit, make it work, yeah, that's the art of bringing old iron back to heart. Tap it here, give it one more shot. The sound of metal hitting metal, yeah, that's hot. Shifted left, now it's sitting tight. Clamp it down like you mean it right. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't clean, but it's tighter than it's ever been. Stepped back, gave it that mechanic stare, yeah, that'll hold, I ain't worried there. Make it fit, make it work, doesn't have to shine. If it holds together, that's a win every time. Make it fit, make it work, hear that system breathe. That's the sound of progress underneath. Then I moved the lights, thought I'd brighten things up. Dome and cargo should be easy stuff. Swap new bulbs, give it a try. Nothing but silence, looking back in my eyes. Check the power, yeah, it's coming through. So what's left? You already knew, no ground there, just floating free. That's the kind of thing that laughs at me. Make it fit, make it work, chase it down the line. Every little problem got a reason behind. Make it fit, make it work, even when it don't. You learn a little more every time you want. You ever fix something and then immediately find out you didn't actually fix it? Yeah, welcome to wiring. Back to the dash with a different idea. Needed a little room for what's coming here. Measured once, then I just went for it. Cut a little piece, yeah, I commit. Plastic shavings on the floor below. That hope this works, feel we all know. Sometimes you don't overthink the plan. You just make space and trust your hand. Make it fit, make it work, cop it out just right. Little bit of courage and a cut-off bite. Make it fit, make it work, build it as you go. That's the only way some things get done, you know. turned the key, heard that engine roar. New pipe talking, sounding strong. Not too quiet, not too wrong. Little bit of rumble, little bit of pride. That's the sound of something coming alive. All those steps, all that time, now it's speaking back in a better rhyme. Make it fit, make it work, hear that engine sing. From a pile of parts to a living thing. Make it fit, make it work, yeah, it all comes through. Every little fix brings it closer to you. Make it fit, make it work in the colder heat with a hammer.
Hey, thanks for sticking around. The exhaust is in, or I think it's in. It was a little bit of a fight, but not too bad. I'm happy. It was a $50 part to get my exhaust up and running. So I also, going through the inspection criteria, all my lights need to be working. Here, come here, before we start that. I couldn't order a regular bulb off of Amazon. I had to order these little LEDs. So that's the cargo. And the same one goes for the dome. So we're going to put those in. Another little hack I have is, if you'll notice, these door handles. Oh, now you can go look at that. Okay, so these door handles, if you look, the tip's pointed in quite a bit, and I think it should be parallel to the door. So what I have done is I've 3D printed some little adapters, all different sizes, because the first one I printed, of course, was way too big. Put that in there, and it almost worked. So we printed a couple more sizes here. Let's see how this one works. There's just a metal clip, it clips over in there. So that one sticks out a little bit still. I think, let's try this little one. I think this little one's going to be too small. So I kind of need it in between. So what I am going to do, and a little note about these 3D prints, is these ones are not going to hold up in the sun and the heat. All my 3D printing stuff's in PLA, which goes soft when the cab gets really hot. But I just want to print all this prototype stuff, and then when I'm ready, I can pull the trigger and, well, that's not too bad. I'm going to go with that. When I'm ready, I'll get some, I think it's ASA, it's called. ASA filament. And then I got to build an enclosure for my printer, because while it's printing, it's got to stay warm, because the parts will tend to warp as they cool. So it's got to cool really slow. So I'm going to get some of that, but only when I'm ready. I think these ones, because they're going to be behind plastic, sheltered, and if it goes a little soft, it goes a little soft. I'm not worried about these ones, but if I have to, I can replace them. That's a good thing about a 3D printer. But there's some other things I've 3D printed. I 3D printed some adapters for these switches for the panels. I'll show you that later. That's one of my side projects right now. Okay, bulb. I got to cut the dash for something. Got to do that, and then we're going to fire it up and see how it sounds. Just a little. Geez, it feels like jumping into a 4x4. Oh, this lighting is horrible. Okay, anyways. Bulbs are a fail. I'm not getting any ground to either one, and I don't want to screw with that tonight. I think I have to take a speaker out and see if I got the ground wire going to there and if it's connected. Otherwise, I'll just bridge a wire from the cab metal, but that's another day. What else did I do? You just seen me cut a little bit of the dash. You can guess it's stereo related, but you're still not gonna guess. And oh, okay, I gotta open the garage door because I want to fire this up. Be right back. Okay. Well, there's no more rumble. But it sounds like a truck. Yes, I'm happy. Okay, take that off the list. Another thing, I think I mentioned it, or maybe I didn't. When I was underneath working on the exhaust, I noticed no wires running to the license plate lights, and from reading that, I need those. So that's on the list. I think I mentioned that already, so ignore that. Editor, cut that out. Hey, thanks for watching.
Make it fit, make it work. Hear that engine sing from a pile of parts to a living thing. Make it fit, make it work. Yeah, it all comes through. Every little fix brings it closer to you. Make it fit, make it work in the cold or heat with a hammer, some clamps, and stubborn feet. Make it fit, make it work. Yeah, that's the game, and I'd do it all tomorrow just the same. Yeah, it wasn't perfect,